Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Oh, wow, we look like Star Wars. Did you see it? That was so cool. All right, so what is that we were holding up there? This is what they call an ask emoji. We're going to use this today in some of our tapping just to help you with some analogies. Before we get started, I want to welcome you to Tapping Into You with TAPNGRL. I'm your host, Colette. I have Lisa here as co-chair. I want to very first thank my sponsors, Noblesville Trophies and Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. If you can utilize their business and do business with them, that would be so awesome. And let me just also mention this. If you would like to advertise on this show, then please find me, contact me, send me a private message, and we can get you down there in that little corner where we've got my logo. We can do a flip arounder thing in there, and we can get people to know about you and your business and what it is that you do. Okay, so Lisa, who's here with me, by the way, we kind of figured out we're going to do it this way for a while, but the second Thursday of every month, Lisa will be with me, and Melissa will be with me on the fourth Thursday, and we just are letting you know that so you kind of know when you tune in. But we're normally here the second and fourth Thursday. Now, what I'm going to have Lisa do is talk to you for just a minute or two about what it is that she's done, her accomplishments, her accreditations, all that fun stuff, and go.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I am a Reiki master teacher, so I am able to do Reiki sessions. I can teach. Along with the Reiki, I incorporate my Young Living essential oils, and I happen to go with Young Living. You can reach me at 317-750-2445 or lstasiak45@gmail.com. I've already had somebody ask about taking some Reiki classes, so I'm excited. Things are just, you know what? It's a little step at a time, and it's
they
all
just
good.
Bubble along.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's good.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Now I got to interject. That's like what I do.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're all. I hear them snickering. Okay. I do remember several years ago, I was kind of like, where's my people? Where's my clients? What's going on? Right?
Yes.
And was going into the worry and fear. Now, we know enough about law of attraction to know that if I fear, where are my clients? I'm not lining up with clients. I'm lining up with the fear. Okay? Now I'm that thing wrapped in barbed wire that kind of stay away. Okay.
Yeah.
I was listening to a recording, and it was absolutely brilliant information, and it was the reminder that I don't want to work with everybody, okay? There are some people, you're just not ready for me, okay? It's all right. Don't worry about it.
The right people.
You could grow into me. Okay, so what that meant was I started getting focused on the people that do hear me, the people that do get me, the people who, I'll give you an example. I had a lady contact me yesterday. You guys are so funny because I do most of my work as SOS calls. Did you know that?
I would bet.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I try and get a schedule, and for whatever reason, Divine Mind has it where things line up so that when you're calling me SOS, I'm there. Okay? Don't ask me how that all works out, but it's just because I know everything works out for me. Now, the reason that was so cool was this person had a thing happen that was pretty big contrast and knew immediately. Okay, because the last time we had met up, I helped this person move something in like 20 minutes. It was even less than that. It was amazing. And so when this thing came up, this person contacted me and said, whoa, I just had this thing, and I want to get rid of it, and I'm so wadded up. Yeah. And it was miscommunication. It was misunderstanding. It was, you know, those things that we really don't like that make us feel like if I explain myself, I'm being a whiner. You know, it's all our past programming. And one of the things that this person said to me later when we were working together was what happened was all day was thinking about it, got into such a snit that I was contacted late afternoon, early evening to, okay, now I got to work with you. I got to get this out of here. And one of the things that this person said that was absolutely brilliant, I do not want this thing that happened to me to affect these other relationships. Okay? Because here's what happens. Okay? We've got all kinds of wacky ways that we got our beliefs in this lifetime. Okay? And let's say that I learned some manifestation of love is painful. I've started to clear those things. Okay? Did you just hear that? Love is painful. Most of us learned that when was somebody beating your butt and telling you this is hurting me more than it's hurting you.
You've got all the songs out there there.
All the
yeah.
songs. No pain, no gain.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, what a
Pain.
crappy belief system. Okay, so what happened with us is we have this life experience. Now we keep inputting the same reaction on similar looking experience. Not that hard to figure out. So what we're talking about actually in this month of February, we're talking about healthy relationships. Again, I'm going to back up. I'm going to tell you a little bit about tapping, just a 1-minute thing. Tapping is acupuncture without the needles, is the way that we describe it. We're tapping energy meridians on the face and the body while we are directing our attention and focus, our thought, okay, toward that negative emotional experience, that negative emotion. It could be as simple as today you're feeling off. Oh, I'm feeling off. I'm feeling off. I'm feeling off. Okay, the way that tapping works is it calms down the fight or flight response in the brain. And here's what happens. Something comes along. We have a stressful thought. Okay? Now we got the stress response going on in the brain that has the body doing what it does when we react to stress. Okay? Blood leaves the brain. You know, we're not thinking clearly. It may not even be that they said something. You could have seen something and it felt like a punch in the gut. Let me just tell you, the name of this whole game is awareness and information. Okay, let's get out of the fault and blame business. There was a reason that we were told not to be judging. There's nothing to judge. You don't know where someone else is coming from. You don't know their life experience, okay? I can tell you that I had some contrast. Imagine that. Okay, really, we get it all the time, okay? It's just, am I stuck in trying to figure out why I got that? Or do I go, ooh, that thing reminds me that the opposite is what I want to be focused on, okay? So in this situation that I had, it was somebody I'd been talking with back and forth for a while, and we were going to co-create and do, I'm not even going to say what kind of programming, we were going to do a program. And what happened was we had talked back and forth, and when it came down to last week, about a week before we were going to do it, I basically sent an email that said, hey, here's my phone number. Can you text me? Let's figure out a time to talk for a few minutes, because it looked a little complicated to me, okay? And all I wanted to do was validate I have the technical wherewithal to do this, okay? Because it was like Skype and chat and this and that, and then I'm like, huh? Okay. So what happened was this person just sent me back the directions again. Okay. Now, I read the notes. I knew what was required of me. I really wanted a physical conversation for whatever reason. Now, maybe this person was just really busy. Maybe this person decided that I was high maintenance. Maybe this person I don't know, okay? But I basically then had to say, I respectfully decline from doing this with you, okay? Because it wasn't feeling good to me anymore. If you can't call me for a couple minutes, then maybe this isn't a really good match. Now, I don't need to go into judgment, but I want to tell you the biggest hit I had was I can't stand not being understood. Okay? Now, for all of us, that comes from a different place. That not being understood for me, that meant you're in big trouble. Okay? Because somebody else did something, I now don't get to explain myself, and now we're all getting our butts beat. Okay? Now, it can be that simple, all right, where we get our infer. Where do we get our infer? Where's that infer coming from? That's actually kind of funny because the word inference. Okay. All right. So, y'all know I love words. Okay. So, what we're doing when we're tapping is we're actually calming down that part of the brain. So, everything that's going on in the body started out as a thought. Whether you were aware of it or not, okay? So last time we were here, we talked about healthy relationships, and the reason that I brought this little ask emoji, okay? If you're old enough, I don't know when they stopped doing them, but did you have the 8-ball? Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Was that the best fun? Yeah. Okay, because it did yes, no, and maybe. Now we're all technologically advanced, and we got all kinds of emojis and stuff like that. Now, why am I using this as a tool to understand what's going on? Not deciding how you want to feel and cleaning up the garbage that you think won't allow you to feel that way is like living your life by asking an emoji. Okay? In other words, you're responding all day, okay, to what the little goobers give you feeling-wise and going, oh my God, no wonder, okay, I feel so bad. Yeah. And what we do then is, let's split the word up, we react. Okay, so we have that way of acting that we're doing over and over and over again from the first time somebody freaked us out. Now, I want to tell you that when you are following along with any of the tapping sequences that Lisa and I do, or when you see me on Facebook Live, okay, the whole point of tapping is to bring up emotional memory. Okay, and we forget this, okay? So you can start out, I feel, off, but what you want to do is you want to connect to another time where you felt off, okay? And you got in trouble, you weren't enough, you didn't show up on time, whatever it was.
And the funny thing is you don't know that at the beginning when you're tapping.
Right.
You know, I mean, you're just starting out, and then all of a sudden things pop into your mind, and it's like, oh my gosh.
And that is because we just put blood back in the brain.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
It is.
Listen, everything that your body and mind are doing, you were made to work this way. It's just somebody didn't give you the right rule book.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you got the instruction manual either for a different appliance, okay, because a lot of the ways we were taught to be here is not the way of using this in the way for my greatest good. Wow, this got bigger than I thought.
Beautiful.
Okay, so what I was thinking about, since it's February and even though we're past Valentine's, okay, it's the month of relationships, right? We all know that the most important relationship is the one I have with me, okay? If you don't fully understand that, it's okay. You've got to hear these concepts over and over and over sometimes like a patch so that it seeps in and you start to understand, oh, that's why I was doing that. That story I was telling about where's my clients and all that stuff is interesting because the people I work with now, most of the people that find me, I find through the law of attraction pages that I'm on or other kinds of pages like that. What that means for me is those are the people I work with that once you give me what's going on and then I start connecting the dots for you before we know it, we're at you being a little girl or a little boy and somebody shamed you or upset you or made you feel unsafe or whatever, and we're going back to that original experience. Now, we don't always have to, so don't get freaked out, okay? But when we get there, then a lot of people I work with will say, oh, that's why I was doing that? I never knew that, okay? Because we're just used to operating from this thinking thing,
oh my gosh,
okay? And not even understanding that if I'm having stress response in my body, it started right here, okay? It's just I've been doing this thing so long that now the body thinks it's mind. I see that experience. My palms get sweaty. My heart beats. I can feel my breathing go off, whatever. So I actually want to use a specific example, kind of. What I mean by that is I had a request from someone to talk about kind of how to navigate this stuff sometimes in relationships, okay? We have a tendency to see that thing going on out there and we have all this stress, worry, doubt, and fear kick in, okay? Maybe I'm not getting the attention, the love, and the affection that I could be getting in all ways. Now, somebody else, because we only figure out this life experience. Our perceptions come from our own life experience. So something that bothers me in relationship might not bother you at all. But if I had a father who left, if I had a father who was emotionally unavailable, okay, then things might bother me that don't bother you because your father was ever present. Okay? All right? And it really is that simple. And let me tell you, an even simpler way to plug in the tapping is you just don't even know what's going on, but you know you're not feeling good. Just start tapping. This lets your little brain calm down, and before you know it, you get to round 2 or 3 and maybe go, oh, okay, now I know what's going on. Ooh, I hate it when they do that. Listen, I did a lot of tapping on Saturday evening about feeling out of control, about not being understood. Because, and 45 minutes of drafting an email to try and respond so that I was understood, and finally I went, this is ridiculous, went in the bedroom, tapped, and was like, okay, I thank you, because I don't want to keep thinking about that. I'm only telling you about it, okay, without all the emotional stuff in it, so that you can understand from my story kind of how we get some of the stuff we get. So let's say that because a lot of us, what we do is, I want to start right here with when we come across something that feels bad, we have this old programming that says, and most of you don't even know it, that feeling bad, since I'm the feeler, okay, I must be bad. Okay, we just make that connection. If I'm feeling bad, I must be bad. Okay, and what I help you do is see all the inky, sneaky ways that comes in, so we can then knock it out. Okay, so I want to start with it scares me when I feel bad.
Okay.
Okay, this is something that everybody can use. It doesn't matter what your issue is, okay? Doesn't matter at all. If you know something that you feel bad about, that it scares you, then you want to be focused on that. Okay? All right? Makes sense? All right, look at her. She's over here juicing herself up.
I'm going to put a little oil in my hands.
Which one are you using?
I'm actually using Release. So I can release.
How does it get any better than this?
I know.
All right. So, now, you have to make sure when you're doing that stuff, don't be getting your fingers in your eyes.
No.
Okay?
And use a carrier oil.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
use carrier oil. Okay, I won't even... I had somebody give me the wrong oil of something that I had purchased and put it in my mouth yesterday. And it was not a real good experience, and it was a mistake on the part of the person who sold it to me, grabbing the wrong bottle. It never occurred to me to check the bottle. We live and learn. Look at me, almost 60. I'll be reading some bottles, peeps. All right, so what I want you to do is go to the side of the hand. We call this the karate chop. Side of the hand, it's down from the fatty part right here, and I want you to think about that how bad it scares you, how uncomfortable it is, how frustrating it is when you feel bad. Get your 0, not at all, to 10, the most I can feel it rating, and here we go, okay? And Lisa's my echo, you all know that. Even though it scares me when I feel bad.
Even though it scares me when I feel bad.
Okay, got to ask you a question. Where do you feel that? As soon as you feel bad, where'd it go?
Stomach? Actually, stomach.
Yeah, okay, mine too. And see, here's the thing. We didn't even get on anything specific, but we both felt the hit in our stomach. Yeah. That means we're already starting to change the whole process, okay? And I'm already sweating. Something just happened in here. All right. And even though it scares me when I feel bad.
And even though it scares me when I feel bad.
I deeply and profoundly love and honor myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and honor myself.
And even though it scares me.
And even though it scares me.
And I can feel that flip in my stomach.
And I can feel that flip in my stomach.
Just when it feels bad.
Just when it feels bad.
Because it scares me.
Because it scares me.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And even though it scares me when I feel bad.
And even though it scares me when I feel bad.
I choose to love and honor myself.
I choose to love and honor myself.
And this feeling in my stomach.
And this feeling in my stomach.
That's really good information.
That's really good information.
Okay, go right here to the eyebrow. Now, it's right where it starts. It doesn't matter. One side, the other, cross them. Doesn't matter. You can do it this way. It doesn't matter. Okay? It scares me when I feel bad.
It scares me when I feel bad.
Side of the eye. It scares me when I feel bad.
It scares me when I feel bad.
Okay, somebody already, I don't know who it is, okay? Somebody already had a memory come up of when they were little, and ooh, there's that response, and I can see it in that situation. Was it you?
It probably was.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, because I all of a sudden I just went, ooh, clarity came in right here. It scares me when I feel bad.
It scares me when I feel bad.
Chin is that crease. It scares me when I feel bad.
It scares me when I feel bad.
Collarbone. It just scares me when I feel bad.
It just scares me when I feel bad.
Under the arm. When I feel bad, it scares me.
When I feel bad, it scares me.
Top of the head. And I can feel it in my stomach.
And I can feel it in my stomach.
Okay, let's go to the eyebrow. Take a nice breath. Okay, now what I want you to say is, sometimes I feel like I'm bad.
Sometimes I feel like I'm bad.
Side of the eye. What if this is old emotional memory?
What if this is old emotional memory?
Under the eye. And I got confused.
And I got confused.
Under the nose. Thinking because it feels bad.
Thinking because it feels bad.
Chin, because I heard no and wrong.
Because I heard no and wrong.
Collarbone, that I'm bad.
That I am bad.
Under the arm, it just feels bad to think I'm bad.
It just feels bad to think I'm bad.
That's like judgment about judgment, peeps. Top of the head. It feels scary and bad.
It feels scary and bad.
When it feels bad.
When it feels bad.
Okay, your stomach already calmed down, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure
mine's
has.
like totally gone.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Okay, this is the magic of tapping. By actually addressing what's going on, you actually get rid of it. Now, if any issue's too big, do not do it on your own. Don't do it on your own. I'm just telling you. And if you start an issue and you start into boohoo sobbing or really feeling scared or anxious, support yourself. Stay with the tapping. Keep doing it. You will feel the shift. All right? So pick a word. Fearful, angry, sad, stressful.
Fearful.
Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next round and I'm going to say I have these fearful thoughts, okay, causing stress in my body. Again, if you can find a specific fearful thought, how someone reacted, okay, which is usually where we get our garbage, okay, focus in on that, all right? So let's go right back to the eyebrow. I have these fearful thoughts.
I have these fearful thoughts.
Side of the eye. These old fearful thoughts.
These old fearful thoughts.
Under the eye. I don't like it when I have these fearful thoughts.
I don't like it when I have these fearful
Under the
thoughts.
nose, because they create stress in my body.
Because they create stress in my body.
Chin. These fearful thoughts.
These fearful thoughts.
Stay on the chin. Creating stress in my body.
Creating stress in my body.
Collarbone. Because where the mind goes.
Because where the mind goes,
my body follows.
My body follows.
Under the arm. What if actually feeling?
What if actually feeling
these the fear of these thoughts?
The fear of these thoughts
in my body.
In my body.
Top of the head is really great information.
Is really great information.
Eyebrow. What if there's a story in here?
What if there's a story in here?
Side of the eye that has the same kind of fearful feelings.
That has the same kind of fearful feelings.
Under the eye. That I can tell while tapping.
That I can tell while tapping.
Under the nose so I can release it from my body.
So I can release it from my body.
Chin. These old fearful thoughts.
These old fearful thoughts.
Collarbone. These old fearful thoughts.
These old fearful thoughts.
I'm used to going into judgment.
I'm used to going into judgment.
What's wrong with me? I'm having these fearful thoughts.
What's wrong with me? I'm having these fearful thoughts.
Eyebrow. All that fear and panic about my thoughts.
All that fear and panic
okay,
about
did
my
you
thoughts.
feel that? We both just spiked, didn't we?
Yep.
Side of the eye. This old fear and panic about my thoughts.
This old fear and panic about my thoughts.
Under the eye. My thoughts feel so out of my control.
My thoughts feel so out of my control.
Under the nose. So my body's response.
So my body's response
feels so out of my control.
Feels so out of my control.
Collarbone. How do I know I'm having that fearful thought?
How do I know I'm having that fearful thought?
Under the arm. Maybe my palms get sweaty.
Maybe my palms get sweaty.
Top of the head. Maybe I can feel my heartbeat increase.
Maybe I can feel my heartbeat increase.
Eyebrow. Maybe I'm doing some sweating.
Maybe I'm doing some sweating.
Side of the eye. This body. My body is way more brilliant than I've given it credit. Under the eye. What if the signals it sends me? Under the nose are to alert me. Chin. Stressful thoughts. I just heard the meltdown horns. You know what I'm talking right here. It's good to know I'm having a crappy thought. Under the arm. That's to remind me to go find.
Top
of the head. A better feeling thought. This fear associated with these thoughts. This fear in my body. Under the eye. It feels so out of my control. Under the nose. Now I'm going to bring in a third element. When they do that thing. Chin. It feels so out of my control. My collarbone. My body goes into the stress response. Under the arm. And I've done everything I could to not pay attention.
Top of
the head. What if I've been pushing away? Eyebrow. Really good information. Side of the eye. It's actually good for me to know when I feel bad. Under the eye. What if this is universal guidance? Under the nose. Knowing when I feel bad. Chin. Being aware of it. Collarbone. And just soothing that emotion in me. Under the arm. Can it really be that simple? Top of the head. I was taught hard work was such a better thing. Okay, take a breath. I just introduced a new concept, but we're all right. Okay, now, if any of you had an actual thing that made you think of, okay, something the boss did, something your partner did, a way that you feel about money, anything that gets in the way, that healthy relationship that you want with money, career, family, your home, okay? You got to be okay with what is to get more. We are just taught backwards. You're going to have to trust me on this one, okay? All right, so now what I want to do is I want to go to the next concept where I kind of bring you back up. Okay, so we tapped some of that out. Let's go to the eyebrow. I'm starting to feel a little bit better.
I'm starting to feel a little bit better.
Side of the eye. I'm allowing myself to be aware of how I'm feeling.
I'm allowing myself to be aware of how I'm feeling.
Under the eye. I'm feeling a little more empowered.
I'm feeling a little more empowered.
Under the nose. Okay, a lot more.
Really, okay, a lot more.
Chin, I was just afraid to say that.
I was just afraid to say that.
Collarbone, in case it felt bad again.
In case it felt bad again.
Under the arm, I am pretty amazing.
I am pretty amazing.
Top of the head, I like taking care of me.
I like taking care of me.
Eyebrow, and my emotional response.
And my emotional response.
Side of the eye, it can be as easy as being aware.
It can be as easy as being aware.
Under the eye, that I'm feeling bad.
That I'm feeling bad.
Under the nose, take myself to the restroom.
Take myself to the restroom.
Go get a little privacy for a few minutes and tap.
Go get a little privacy for a few minutes and tap.
Collarbone, just acknowledge how I'm feeling.
Just acknowledge how I'm feeling.
Under the arm, knowing I'm awesome and amazing.
Knowing I'm awesome and amazing.
Even when I'm feeling bad.
Even when I'm feeling bad.
Eyebrow, that I love having control of how I feel.
That I love having control of how I feel.
It's probably going to take some practice.
It's probably going to take some practice.
Under the eye, and even that I'm going to be okay with.
And even that I'm going to be okay
There's
with.
no perfect to get to.
There's no perfect to get to.
I was born perfect.
I was born perfect.
I was born worthy and deserving.
I was born worthy and deserving.
I so deserve to love and appreciate me.
I so deserve to love and appreciate me.
And I like having something to shoot for.
And I like having something to shoot for.
Love and appreciation of me.
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 More for me, please.
More for me, please.
The mantra of the universe.
The mantra of the universe.
More love and appreciation for me.
More love and appreciation
I
for
really
me.
am feeling better.
I really am feeling better.
I'm not feeling stressed.
I'm not feeling stressed.
I'm feeling very empowered.
I'm feeling very empowered.
Okay, take a breath. Now that is an awesome tapping sequence that you can come back to over and over and over again. You just think about your thing, what it is you want to focus on. Now, if that was not specific enough, because you need to remember with tapping, the more specific you can get, the better. And it's called emotional freedom technique. Connect to an emotion. Okay? Sadness, fear, dread, shame, blame, okay? Even though blame's not really emotion, but you know what I'm saying, okay? So, you do that to take care of you. If you need more depth and you need my assistance, just find me. I'm telling you, we knock out so much garbage in an hour, you can't even believe it, okay? So, I want to thank my sponsors again. Noblesville Trophies, Logan Street Signs and Banners, thank you so much for letting us be here, amazing Jim Wofford. We deeply and completely appreciate the whole... Yay. Really, I mean, this is so amazing, you guys. This was a dream of mine when I found tapping, when I thought, oh, I want to do tapping on TV, and I didn't even realize I was doing it on TV till somebody else pointed it out to me. That's how forest through the trees we are. Seriously.
Right.
I want to thank Lisa for always bringing the oils, always introducing a smell or a something to help you budge. Find her. If she can do remote Reiki, she can do, get the oils from her, support her in any way that you can, because the fact that she makes the time to sit here with me is really a gift that she gives us all. Oh, God, now I'm going to cry. Okay. What we do with the tapping is we're connecting the dots. So when you're doing the tapping and a crappy feeling comes up, just stop the recording, put it on pause, go tap your little story, just tell the story. Just tell it. Oh, I remember that day, okay? Tell it like when you're calling your friend, then come back to the recording, do the awesome and amazing stuff, get supporting you, okay? It really is the best time ever to be alive. If you want to find me to work one-on-one, my numbers are at the bottom. I'm not going to go through them all. Just find me. It's easy and wonderful. I got a couple things coming up, okay, in April and in June. Go to my timeline to find out about them. There are going to be workshops here in Indiana, okay? I want to create more space to do things like where I get 6 people on Skype, or, you know, so that we can get more directed stuff. So just find me. I've been contacted for people wanting to learn how to do this with kids now. It's just, oh, it's such an exciting time. Listen to me. Do not live your life by asking an emoji what your day today is supposed to be like. Get intentional. Decide that feeling good is the most important thing there is, because you get a match to how you feel every single time, whether you get it or not. So, until we see you next time, peeps, keep tapping into you. See ya.